There you go. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, let's go. So, next one is who is better journalist? Better journalist is kind of like so it's not my favorite. A lot going on, but it's not my favorite. So it's finding a new story, but also how you put it. Um, so Kenny right away, what he does is he pretends to be a paparazzi because he knows that people like celebrity, and the way he's talking is super fucking funny. Like for example, Danny DeVito kissing a chimpanzee. Uh, he's talking about selling crack to children, or doing drug with children. He hires a bunch of lookalikes. The nicest thing he does is he pretends to be Yanni. I don't know who Yanni is. I don't think a lot of people know who Yanni is, and it's like nobody recognizes him. So he hires people, which is a lookalike of Shania Twain, and a lookalike of Beyonce. And what he does is he pretends that Beyonce she's stealing, and he's taking a picture. But then at the end, her name is Monique, and Monique is really, really, really into Kenny. So they end up banging and doesn't do the show. That's the thing. There's a couple of really funny things. So for example, for Kenny, this I'm gonna talk with Kenny because the quickest to do. I want to finish this. Because I have a lot of things to do. I'm fucked a little bit. I'm fucked a little bit. So yeah, so long story short, there's a moment where Svenny see the girl and he's like, oh yeah, they do the whole newsflash thing, which is super, super, super funny. The whole newsflash, they prank each other, they're teasing each other and using newsflash as a way to insult each other. Like for example, we found a missing link, which is, I don't know what that means, but kind of funny. And Svenny sees the lookalike and he's like, oh, she's hot. It's like, no shit. Newsflash, I'm getting laid. So you can tell that Kenny was that all along. And then for Kenny, that's pretty much it. He's taking a picture. He does a wall of people. He hires a lot of people that look like. This is kind of cool. He hires a what should we call it? A bodyguard, right? And it's not the most interesting. Spenny, however, really tries. Penny goes in. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. Spenny has this gift to make people mad. He has this gift to make people mad, and he goes in, and he he follow a ambulance. It's like, what's going on? It's like, yo, we're working. What are you doing? Like, I want to see the news. Or he asks people like, hey, can you give me a news report? Or I'll go to see a bunch of babies, and it's a daycare, and it's like, are those baby related? The person says, no, fuck off. Or at the same time, you're gonna see it goes to manifestation, which is, and actually this is like actually a good episode for Spenny. So he goes in. See, fuck sakes. Yeah, no strawberry moon tonight, guys. No strawberry moon, guys, tonight. Fuck, dude. My one chance, it's once a year, that's why. Spenny goes in, and he even go to a massage parlor to ask for a extra a happy ending, and he changed his name. Normally it's Spencer Rice, now it's Spencer Rose. Very clever, Spenny. So yes, so he goes in. He goes. One of the funniest things, he goes to see homeless people. He says, hey, how are you there? I want to ask you a question. Fuck off, he's homeless. And then there's a sewer. And then one of his crewmates said there's people living in a sewer. So it's like, I would have liked you to tell me before. So then at the end, Spenny does a report about how far he went to do this, how far you went in depravity to find it. He was looking for people to hurt themselves or to get hurt. So he could have a story, and he felt dirty about it. So this is the whole thing. He's like, yo, I feel bad. This is the other way to treat other people. Shame on me, right? Which is a good article. I gotta say, this is something that I would actually agree. You know? At the end, we have the humiliation, which is Penny which is Kenny, sorry. I'm so used to saying Spenny humiliated. Kenny, he goes in the middle of the street and he reads his journal on the toilet, right? So kind of like a good humiliation. Not the worst though, but actually pretty good. Pretty good Spenny. We have who is a better rapper? That's the season finale. Who's a better rapper for me? Is one of the first episodes where I questioned if it was real. But when you think about it, it's one of the craziest episodes. So what they do is again, who is a better rapper? Kenny. One of the funniest things that he said is he asked Benny, who was a rapper that you like the most? And Benny said, "Oh, I like a lot. Eminem." It's like, no, this is Eminem. So he's talking about rap. It's kind of funny. Kenny drops the N word in this one, which is crazy. But it was the 90s, so I know that was okay. I don't think it's okay though. And he's talking about rapper names. Spenny is just like, Spenny actually likes music, doing music, so it's like, okay, cool. So then Kenny find a way, and he's like, I don't want to do this. There's a lot of funny things, but again, it's so fucking stupid. This one really feels tricked to me. So Kenny is like, oh, I'm fucked. So Spenny comes in, and he's dressed up like a pimp, and he insults Spenny and spits on his floor. And Spenny's like, oh my god, I'm in trouble because he's rapping. And then Spenny goes out and finds his friend, who are rappers. Now this is actually really sad, really sad, because people didn't like Spenny, right? So when the L Boys, which is the people that help Spenny with his competition, right? They had a YouTube channel. They were making some music, and it just sucked because people went to him. People went on their page, and they're like, "Hey," they made fun of them. They really made fun of the Out Boys. So, kind of sad to be honest. But hey, at the same time, you know, you partake with one of the, if not the, most hated person on the show. So again, funny but not funny. I was trying to see in the other window. I could possibly see the moon. No way. Yeah, no moon tonight. Kenny goes in and he wants to buy a fucking car, like a really nice car. He's like, let me rent it. It's like, no, buy it. He's like, do you take Z Point or Blockbuster card? Which again, Blockbuster doesn't exist, so the fact that he said that is kind of funny in itself. The best part about it is because at the end, and Spenny insults the rappers. He's like, well, guess what? I don't like you. And Spenny tells Kenny the news, like, oh, bro, I made those rappers mad. And then Kenny's like, what the fuck did you do? And then Kenny pretends like he asks Sedi and he asks Jeannie, or I think it's Brendan. He asks him to call Spenny and to prank him into thinking that the Elf Boys, they want to have a contract on his head. And Spenny believes him. The mistake that Kenny does is he hires an actor that is pretty popular to pretend like this is a crime scene. He puts a chicken, and then Kenny gives shit to Spenny. It's like, oh, if you want to be a rapper, be a rapper. Don't if you want to pretend to be a rapper, pretend to be a rapper. Don't live the life. But then Spenny realized that he's an actor, right? Which is, I don't know if he would have really realized it. It just doesn't make any sense. Not because Spenny would recognize him, but because, like, for example, they go to an hotel, right? And Spenny knows that Kenny is full of shit. So he pretends like he's, it's nuts. This is a crazy show. So he pretends like, okay, well, I believe you, Kenny. And there's a lot of things where he's wearing a burqa. He has this plates. Kenny puts his hand on Spenny, like to reconfort him. Spenny doesn't like it. Okay, fuck that, right? Other things. Well, for example, they go in and Kenny is out. But Kenny is wearing an outfit that he would never wear, and he's wearing that like almost like a rapper outfit. I don't know if that exists, but he's pretending to be a rapper. So Kenny just should have known right away. So then Kenny goes to the judges, which are pretty popular by the way. Brass Monkey, that are pretty popular in Canada. Mosquito. Um, and he tells them, since he's not gonna compete, I win. I just want to tell you, fuck you, which is pretty gangster. Um, then Spenny comes in, and Spenny asked the Elbows to help him. He hired some dancer, and he won. And he really, really won. At the end, he did the fingers with Katie, which is beautiful. And that's pretty much it. Spenny wins. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a good episode. It's really funny. It's really, really, really funny. So season 2 was great. Now, what I'm gonna do, right, is because we're gonna do the season 3. Do you guys prefer if I stopped here? Or wait, what? Wait, what? Oh my god, I made a mistake. Oh my god, I made a mistake. Oh no. Guys, I want to apologize. We made a huge mistake. It's a huge mistake. Um, it was funnier was the episode where Spenny pretends that Kenny makes Spenny thinks that he has a. So what we'll do is we'll skip season 3 episode. We'll do it now. Now we will have with who first one last loses. Who is funnier, which is the real season 2 episode 7. This one is a crazy one. So they have to put on a show because they're both funny, they're both entertaining. I'm gonna do it right now because I missed it, and I got 10 minutes left on the video before I put it on TikTok. So if I can do it right now, it's gonna be better. So they have to do like a show and a comedy show, right? So Spenny's gonna go with the show, and it goes pretty simple. He has some joke, he prepares some joke. This is the way. Kenny pretends like he has a show where he has guests, so he invites Spenny, ridiculize Spenny, and he makes Spenny believe that that his concept for the show is to have a little show. So for example, he's like, yo, and this it's actually really funny. So they're both gonna be doing for Yak Yak Club. It's a person that's really popular in Canada. It's a place that's really popular, a really popular comedy club. There's a lot of mosquitoes, so I'm gonna go in. Yeah, I am gonna go in. You better grow up. Shit. So, like I was saying, dude, we're doing something right now. Can we take a break? So yes, so can we pretend that there's competition in the people who report? And he's like, you have no chance. So Spenny, they see the letter writer cards, and you know what the letter is. And you see him showing him, and you know what the letter is. Then Spenny decides to talk about it. He talks about is how she received a letter from the government. So that was powerful, it's positive for HIV. And that's the crazy stuff. So there was a moment where, back in the days, Kenny was 17, they were on a trip, and there was a woman from jail. And Kenny was asking for help. So Kenny remembered his guess what? This is you know that he has sex with they use evidence. I don't know, that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. Now here it is. They just said to my father, told him I was at work, so if you come, then you see me. You know that I like, which is stupid. It's fucking stupid. What did I do? I don't want to take you. I've been dealing with a lot. I'm a bit distracted lately. You see me always looking left and right, right? Fuck it, but one more to do. So, he pretends that he had HIV. He then Spain is really, really impressed, and he's like, give me like, I think a huge trip. I took a huge gamble. Nothing is funny, but something that's not funny. So if I get the fuck, it's really, really is. Because things like here, teach you, or you participate, and you get to decide things like, I don't know if I was gonna come. And you go to the kids, do shit. Like, I'm supposed to, be a coach. I'm supposed to be a coach. And so it's like, if you're a real friendly worker, so you go to the store and to the comic shop, and in the number is finding meet people that what Albert said is a border pill. So it's the for some people that are into shits and films. And then there comes like Kenny. That's the owner of the black car. It's like, yo, we get to be able to say this is my church. It's like, you don't like judge your thoughts, right? It's like, you see that as a and you can hear it. It's great. It's unbelievable. It's a funny show. Really sad. I just learned that I had a big time. Right? And the guy told me that, he said, okay, for this one, we're going to have this kind of fiction. And then you realize that you can't fit that in the language. You didn't have HIV, you just was told that you have HIV. And you create this thing in Spain. Spain. Did you know you were meant to get a Kenny dinner? And Kenny went. And the guy said, a practical equivalent joke. He gave her a show like this. It was really nice. That's what was your show. It's pretty much it. This was really good. I to be honest, if Louis Funnier was, if I knew that Louis Funnier was in a season, that was great. So